Yeah, I'm Erin Campbell, and I'm a freshman here at MSU. I am an experienced architecture major. And yeah, I'm interested in interaction design in museums. So I actually have not started this research yet. It's just about to start. So this is my presentation on it and what I plan to do with the Broad. All right, so participation in museums. Why should we care about participation in museums? Museums have been bound by these traditional ideas of viewing art for far too long. Cultural artifacts hang on walls next to do not touch signs, which discourages any kind of interaction with exhibits. So I think it's time to rethink museums. It's time to turn museums back into spaces that people don't just go to like on field trips one time, but that they want to go back to again and again. Before we can do this, though, we have to get to know our user. This is a challenge that the Eli and Edythe Broad Art Museum faces. At the Broad, visitors are not required to stop at the front desk to pay for admission or to collect information about exhibits. Therefore, visitors often check their bags and continue on to exhibits without interacting with any museum staff. Because visitors aren't forced to interact with museum personnel, most enter and leave while remaining anonymous. They leave no information behind. To help solve this problem, I've designed a project aimed at discovering the experience of these visitors. Becoming familiar with museums' user base will allow us to come up with new ways to encourage different kinds of participation that are actually relevant to the Broad's users. Along with unveiling relevant participation tactics, this research will provide appropriate time and place for collecting information about the visitors so that they don't continue to remain anonymous. This demographic information can really benefit the Broad. To gather information, I've organized 3 unique sprints. These are focused on answering 3 questions. So the first question is, what are the various activities and spaces used by museum visitors at the Broad? And how do the Broad's visitors actually want to participate with exhibits? And question 3, at what point in the visitor's experience at the Broad should this information actually be collected? So we're trying to do this without interrupting their visit so that they can enjoy their time and they're not just being bombarded with questions like, what's your zip code and what's your last name? Because they want to enjoy their experience, but we also need somehow to collect information on them. Each one of these sprints is designed to be agile so that I can report the results and collaborate with the museum at the same time so that they know what I'm learning as I'm learning it. The first step into actually understanding things about the users is to get to know them, so to talk to them. I will do this through observations, surveying users, and going on museum walkthroughs with first-time visitors. The information I gather in these tasks, I'm going to use to put together to build experience maps. I don't know if you guys have heard of experience maps before, but they're super cool. So what it is that you basically get to see what a typical user of the Broad from the moment they log on to the website to the moment they walk through the doors, walk past the gift shop, buy something at Starbucks, and leave the museum. You get to see all of that mapped out, which is pretty cool. This information will help us to implement some design solutions. These solutions are going to aim to knock down the participation barriers that currently stand at the Broad. With these barriers removed, we will be able to more effectively invite visitors to participate in exhibits, surveys, etc., to give more information on them. So yeah, here's taking down barriers. Encouraging visitors to participate is more than just putting up signs, though, that say, here, visitors, give us some input. This is not, although this might work and some visitors might actually come contribute, this will not get the results that we actually desire. This is, in the wise words of Nina Simon, which she's a really cool lady, she is the executive director of Santa Cruz Museum of Art and History and author of Participatory Museum, so check that out, it's a really good book. She says, the difference is how we design the invitation to participate. I'll just say that one more time because it's a really cool quote. The difference is how we design the invitation to participate. So here's an example. This is bad design. This was actually an exhibit at Nina Simon's museum. And this is a bathroom wall that visitors were asked to write on with a Sharpie. As you can see, there's just useless, senseless scribbles and inappropriate language, which really did nothing to the actual experience of visitors or didn't really contribute anything useful to the museum itself. However, here's a good design. This was just users were given sticky notes and were told to give advice and ask advice from people of the museum. So as you can see, there's actually people asking real life questions like, should I let my 17-year-old stay out late? And people are responding with good contributions, good answers. And actually she said in one of her talks, she does a TED Talk, and she said that people came back and checked on their advice to see if people left answers. So people are coming back to the museum to see the new exhibits and to see their contributions in action and see their contributions like how they've changed what the museum itself looks like. So my hope with this project is just to find more out about the users of the Broad. Just talking with workers at the Broad, they don't know much about their user base right now. They know about people who are members online, and when these members go to parties, they can hand surveys out there, but even then members don't want to fill out surveys. And we don't want to just know about the members, we want to know about the everyday visitors. We want to know about the college students who are in and out, going to Starbucks, sitting in the cafe area, sitting and doing homework. We want to know why they're there. We want to know why people are coming back to the Broad and why they're not. So yeah, that's my hope for this research, is just to find out more about the users so the Broad can implement some more designs, solutions to bring people back. Yeah, thank you.